Okay, cool. Well, we need to make a bass sound, of course. um, let's see. Maybe something a little on the smoother side here. What key shall we go in? Oh, D minor. D minor, the saddest of all keys. What we need is really, really powerful basic oscillator. I kind of want to do just like a triangle wave or like a sine wave, that kind of thing. Just super deep. Just, yeah. So maybe just like analog. Go super basic. Basic. Reach? Yes. Yes, you will. Excellent. We have a plethora of red patch cables. Let's give it a sine wave. And in fact, what we can do is blend in a little bit of sub, which I think would be tasty. And let's put this guy on 24 dB. Okay. And now we need a long cable. Do I have a really long red cable? Oh, there we go. Really long red cable. It's a really long red cable. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Hello. Hi. How are you? How are you doing? First of all, we're going to make this longer. Okay, yeah, let's not have that going at full volume while I program an entire part. That's a bad idea. Yeah, we could just make this 32. That'd be easy. And then we can go like gates. Tie. We're gonna do first four notes, first like 4/16. Boop, boop. It's funny. Every 4 of these is a beat, and so it goes fast. Yeah, that seems like the play. We need to go back and tie more. Oh shit, I'm going to run out of spalts. I'm going to run out of length. Okay, that's annoying. What if we just hit play and see? We don't have any gates run or anything like that. We could make this super simple, though. Could just keep it a 4-measure repeating pattern. I kind of wanted, I think I screwed it up. I think that's what's going on. Yeah. I messed it up. So, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Actually, I can put this on 1/8 notes, and that'll solve my problem. So let's go back. Kate, we gotta go back. We gotta go back, Kate. Okay, now we're gonna put 32. Reset the whole part. Start it over. Kate. So now each screen is a measure, which is much more helpful. Boop. 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 Oh, we gotta do some funky stuff. It shows that there are 2 people watching. I got a lot more views on like repeat stuff, which is, it makes sense, you know, longer videos, and then you just take your time and watch them when you want. My hope was to get to the European audience today. Also, Friday, I don't think I'm going to be streaming. There's too much chaos here. It's Independence Day, and this whole place is shut down. There's fireworks, and then there's also demands on my time. So, I'm going to have to do stuff. So, yeah. Let's just wire this up. I'm like halfway between doing 2 different things at the same time, and that's just never a good plan. I want B, A, but I also want the D's. The D's. D2. That might be good. Let me think here. How am we going to do this? 8th note. So I want boop, 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 boop. These are my 8th notes. So boop, boop, So what I need to do is make this step length 1.5, and then I need to make this one half. No, not that one. We can make this 3. Boo, boo. And then we can make half on 4 of these. So we've got 2 extra 1/8 notes, and so we need to chop 2 extra 1/8 notes somewhere here to keep everything lined up. So this is going to be a low A, and that's going to tie with a few of these. So yeah, let's go tie, tie, tie. Most of these are half length, so they won't last long. Let's just test something real quick. Oh yes, that was wonderful. Hey, that's the rhythm. That's the rhythm that we wanted, that is for sure. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. That whole thing is going to be empty. So let's go. And then, no, you want boom, off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gate patterns. Whee! Gate patterns. Good times. We're going to go B flat. Wait, what were my gates? Other B flat. And then we're going to go F on starting on 28. Yeah. F. Let's make the last one a D, and let's turn on glide so that it kind of falls off at the end. Yeah, it's going to be some drum and bass techno, but again, I usually start from scratch, so. Okay, now we got to do 2 things. We got to put our envelope on sustain. Oh yeah, funky with the gate pattern. I want that really short. So it's just a little blip. And then let's put the sustain point right at the break point of that envelope. And then maybe we'll time it a little bit longer. And it just absolutely needs to be louder. Could it be? I think maybe. Yeah, I think I need to run it through a VCA just to give it some boost. I hate using VCAs. No, I don't really. I just don't a lot because I typically patch and use my filters as the VCA. That's just my thing. But we can give this guy a little bit of a boost and boost thing just to give it some more level here. Okay, now we're also going to go down an octave at least. So that's our basic triangle right there. That's more like it. Now if we add in a little subsquare. It might get dumb. Yeah, it gets a little dumb. Very loud, is it? Not much else I can do. Damn. What about a filter with more input gain? Who's got just gobs and gobs of gain? Neutron. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. We'll just boost this whole thing. In fact, I think I'm going to ditch the sub. I don't think it needs it. I think I just want a nice, round, fat triangle wave. Oh shit, it doesn't reach. Oh, damn you. This will reach. We just completely wait, nope, that I wanted to son of a... I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I am doing right now. Confused. That's the name of the song. Confused. Triangle. Longer cable. I think this is mono, right? Yeah? Okay, guys. I still don't like that snare. Maybe it's the reverb that I don't like. I don't know. I don't like something there. Okay, now let's see here. What do we got? I hear you. Boost that gain. Oh yeah, we have to hook up the envelope still. Okay. Nope, that won't reach. That was the problem. There's your problem. See, this is a foreign fish. Okay. No FM. Let's creep it in. Yes. But that's unfortunately going to be our limiting factor on how loud we can get the drums. This has to be sort of like the loudest point, so like... so that's where we're at. That's what's happening. Okay. Yeah, let's think about this reverb a little bit here. I need a really airy reverb. See, that's got so much like early reflection that it just takes a while. That's better. But listen to all that like particle-y weirdness. I don't like that. That's better. Airy. And then when we... Okay, I think that'll help. Yeah, the amen breaks are all being processed by the Rample. This is doing all of the chopping and stuff. I'm mostly just doing signal processing. So, like, one of these guys is distorted and it's going through a filter. Naughty. And then this one is more just... Yeah. Probably don't need that much delay, though, huh? That's a little nuts. Alright, let's... maybe some stabs, and we need some chords, and things, and stuff. Go away. Go away. Okay. Stabs and chords are easy, though. Let's use the... I'm gonna use the Oscar Tria and put it in chord mode because it sounds super dope, and we like things that are that way. And I'm like, maybe we make it like a lead kind of thing, and so we run it on Melodizer. Yeah. Think that sounds like a grand idea. Alright, page 1. We're going to go into chord mode. Put this on. Saw. Super thaw. Is the case, maybe. But this guy, I think we're going to put this through the ST font. It's got more gain. We can get it a little crunchy, which is good. Crunchy is good. Crunchy makes us happy. I'm gonna come back to that because that's the Stardust. Let's just put it in here first and see how it sounds. Oh, it sounds like a disgusting C major chord. Oh, well, that's lovely. start Scratch? No, I have not. I don't know, dude. I noticed that on a stream I was watching last night. And it was like, whoever talks the most, it ranks you. That's a neat effect. Okay, now, that through the seal eggs is probably going to be cooler, because we can get some substantial tape delay. Oh, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. I'm never sitting on Twitch. Yeah, we need to give that guy just a little bit of modulation, too. It's too much. It's too much, and he's bipolar, I guess. Oh, wait, no, clock hasn't started. That's why. Or it's just broken? Why? Is this a thing? Oh, that's right, because that's the drive. I'm stupid. Better idea than this. I've got this drum fill thing coming in from the Maestro at the end of every 4 measures. Oh, that wasn't much. Attenuated, okay. Yes, you will get a light show. The video synth will be fired up. Okay, that guy's there. That guy's doing a thing. Now it's gonna go whip. Yeah, like that. Just like that. It's unfortunate that you can't just, like, mute the sequence and the actual part's muted. This is the problem with not using VCAs. That when you hit stop, it doesn't actually stop the sound. So, okay, what next? I'm only going to do a handful of voices today. I'm not going to do the full-blown, massive thing here. What I need is some, I don't know, some weird, trippy spoken word vocal loop things that we can stick in here as just kind of like that. That's actually pretty good. It was an easy find. This guy's already hooked up and ready to go. Because convenience.
It's a funny one. I do believe we are destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life, and it's a funny one. I do believe we are destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life, and it's a funny one. I do believe we are destined for great things.
Okay, now, if we trigger that every 4 measures, I think that'll work pretty good. I need to put one of my... Oh, trigger 6 is already set for a 4-measure break. Or trigger. So, we'll reset it on that. Let's see if that works, first of all.
It's a funny one. They tell you to find purpose in life.
Closer.
They tell you to find purpose in life, and they tell you to find purpose in life, and it's a funny one. I do believe they tell you to find purpose in life.
3,
a funny one.
4, 2, 3, 4, 1.
They tell you to find purpose in life.
3,
a funny one.
4.
I do believe they tell you to find purpose in life.
8 measures.
It's a funny one. I do believe they tell you to find purpose in life. They tell you to find purpose in life.
Restart.
They tell you to find purpose
quite record it long enough, so it's actually resetting automatically. 2, 3, 4.
They tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe you're destined for great things.
Cool. Okay, there's our happy voice thing. What else? I want a glassy FM voice. We're going to also make some pads here pretty soon, because you need that, of course. Glassy FM voice. I immediately go, oh, let's use part 5, and for no real reason. This one, too, I'm going to put in eighth notes. I think I'm going to make it just 6. I'm going to make it real simple, but apply some chaos and randomness and weirdness to it to make it slightly less simple. Oh no, there's cables everywhere now. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh my god, oh no. Let's see here. That guy. Unnecessarily long. As is the next one. You are the wrong color. We need a little yellow guy. There you go. Son of a... Or do I filter it? Maybe, yeah, let's filter it. Alright. We go part 2 here. You are not going to reach either. Son of a... We're sorry. None of your cables are reaching. Alright, open this all the way up and hit go. What? There it is. Now it's synced. The bass plugged into the wrong channel, and I just have an unused blank cable plugged into the one next to it. Huh, how come it's not changing anything? Okay. Yeah, and I need some more little tiny short ones, too. Also, do they make, like, 3-inch long stackables? Because that'd be awesome. Like, little video thing. Let's do a subsequence, 4 steps, and then octaves. And also put reset on it on like 8 beats or 16 beats. Needs something more on it of some sort. How about FM index? Well, I color code by voice, or at least I try to. Doesn't always work super successfully. And this is nice because if we mute it, it's actually muted. All right, let's do another part here. Pads, yeah. Time for pads. This could be really simple. We could just do like minor 7th chords. On like whole notes, real slow, and make it like four notes long. That might be okay. And then go to like a G minor. G minor chord, and then back to a G minor 7. I think that would be kind of nice. Well, you probably didn't hear me earlier because nobody was here. But I am not going to be streaming Friday. Just FYI. I know. Tears and gnashing and wailing will result, but trust me, you'll live. What if we hit go? You're not synchronized. Give him his own reverb.
Your very own reverb. Yay, I got my own reverb. Oh my god. That's so amazing.
But did you use long enough cables? That is the question. You know, just barely. No, let's just put it in a different channel, and that way we don't have to stretch. All right. also like the concept of like maybe a really, really long envelope every 8 measures on this. Let's go like, here's an 8 measure trigger into channel 2. Needs to be even longer. Well, that's lovely. And we can give a little rhythmic flex to the overall filter level. Just a little tiny bit. How you sound down an octave? Pretty good. It's okay. Okay, here's my question. Are these guys at all set up? No, they're not. Okay, so if we go to part 1, and we set up a subsequence, it would be easy to just have only part 1 changing. And we can keep it the way it is. Quarter note, transpose on, and then we'll just go up 5 for the last 4 half steps. So we're basically going to alternate between D minor and G minor every other bar. And so theoretically we should have... Part 5, let's move those gates ahead too, just so they're a little early. That way they're actually on time. Hey, Akio. Alright, cool. Cool. Doing the thing. Cool, bro. Cool, bro. We could make part 5 subject to the other subsequencer. That'd be okay. That'd be alright, I suppose. Eh? Yeah, it's off right now. Okay. Maybe one more part? Maybe? Maybe a more sparse melodic thing, you know? Today's very experimental. Okay, I mean, I've literally only done drum and bass. Well, this is the second time. So it's mostly kind of like seeing combinations, seeing what works. Although I do feel like some more percussion is never a bad thing. So let me quickly hook up some gamut repetitive bongos. Because why not? should have nothing. It's a little bit much, ain't it? Okay, cool. Another part of some sort here. That guy mute. How about let's use the dimension, because that makes a nice, happy, glassy, smooth tone. And I have no R bar going. Maybe we'll just do maybe I'll just do a static, like a static layer, just sort of like a background layer. That'd be okay. That'd be welcome. This guy through this guy. Probably don't need that much resonance, because that's a little nutty. And then maybe sea legs. I'm going to put this on a 16 whole note sequence. So we're going to go womp, 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 womp. And then womp, 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 womp. I think we'll be good. Is it actually in tune? Why are you so quiet, though? That will help. All right, now envelope. Pretty good. All right, up an octave. And then, yeah, just why so quiet? Don't like it. Because compared to like bass, it's barely keeping up. Alright, switch out our filter. Trying something different. But no! Well, the issue really comes down to wavetables are really, really variable in their amplitude. You start messing with the actual waveform, you start losing harmonic content and doing all sorts of funky stuff, and then all of a sudden you have no level. So you find yourself a filter that's got like infinite gain. A little distortion, a little too high on the input gain. And now for some chaotic modulation. And this is another one I think that we can put on with the subsequence with the other guy. And then let's see how that changes when we turn it on. Okay, reset. That's weird.
To find purpose in life, it's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things.
Okay, let's make sure everything is reset. Good to go. Then, attention, photosensitive viewer warning. You should close your eyes while this is happening, because chaos will now ensue. Goodbye.
Tell you to find purpose in life, it's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life, it's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life, it's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life. I do believe we're destined for great things. Tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things. They tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe we're destined for great things. tell you to find purpose in life. It's a funny one. I do believe you're destined for great things.
It's okay. It's not horrible. It's fun. Fun to throw together. These breakbeats are really interesting. Essentially, I just have to trigger them once, but it's like once every 4 measures. Really crunchy. Crunchy. Who was that? Who was all... That was weird. Oh, it's part 8. Doing its part 8 thing. Alright, well, I'm out of here. So, whatever you do, don't touch pump number 3. That's all. Next time, probably Sunday. So, yeah. Sunday will be some strange ambient weirdness, as it always is. Anyways, goodbye. Have a good day.